I'm Eric with District 82 Pinball with a tech video. I am working on Metallica today, and this video is going to apply to all of the Sterns from the White Star era, like in the late 90s, all the way through SAM system in the mid 2015s. And it's all the ones that have the fluorescent lamp, because I'm going to show you how to rewire your existing fluorescent lamp so you do not use the starter, you do not use the ballast, and now you can just put a direct LED replacement fluorescent bulb fixture in there and never have to worry about those components failing again. And the LED doesn't fade out your artwork. It's a little brighter, and it's just a better bulb all the way around, and you don't have to worry about those components failing. So how do we do this? So it's super easy. You only need a couple of tools. Actually, all we're doing is we're going to use some wire strippers and cutters and one wire nut. And then I'm going to replace the fixture in there. Now, the one thing is you do need a bulb. And the one I've got here that I'm using, I got it from Menards. I think it was $12 or $13. It is a 24-inch, 1-inch diameter. And you can read it right there on the thing. But it's really easy. So essentially 110 or 120 power ends up going to one side and then nothing to the other side when we have it in the game. Okay? And so I'm going to show you how we do that right now. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to take off the back box or the back glass, and you can see the light bar in here. And now we've got to shut the game off. Okay, don't do this with the power on. So what you can see when you look in here is you got the bulb. Okay, we're going to get rid of the bulb. They got these little holders in here, so then during transport the bulb doesn't fall out. All right, take out the bulb. Now we have our light fixture. Now I'm going to zoom in because we're essentially only going to be working on this side right here. Okay, so let me zoom in to show you this. Okay, so I have done 5 of these so far on this generation of Stern, and they've all been the exact same wire colors and everything. The only exception was only one of them did not have this connector here, but the rest of them all did, and it doesn't matter. So what this is right here, this is 120 voltage right here. This is like your wall power coming up, going through this connector, and then you got the 2 wires. You got the white and the black. Okay, the white wire comes up, makes a U-turn, and comes back down to the top of this socket. Okay, so that's half your power. The other side, the black wire, goes up, and then it splits off. It goes to your ballast up here. It goes to the starter. It also goes to the other side of this, going through the ballast. Okay, so the black wire is the one that we need to direct wire to the other side of this, and you can do that by here's the starter. We're going to get rid of that. Don't need that anymore. And you got the wire right here coming out of the starter and going into this side. So what I want to do is I want to cut this wire like that. Now I got, this is the wire to this side of the socket, and I want to join it with this black one down here. Okay, so let's give ourselves a little bit of slack. Boom. So now I'm going to join these 2 together, and that's it. I have completely cut out the starter. I've completely cut out the ballast, and then for good measure, I'm just going to cut. I'm going to cut this wire over here on this side. Let me show you what I'm doing. Okay, this is the other side. Comes out of the ballast and coming down to this socket. We don't even use this anymore. I'm literally going to cut this right here. And if somebody ever wants to rewire it in the future to fluorescent, I don't know why they would, but it's all still there. It's totally separate. It's essentially just holding the other side of this bulb now. All right, let's go back to finishing this up on the other side. Okay, so now I'm going to strip the wire and then just wire nut them together. You can solder it if you want, but you don't have to. This is wall voltage, you know. So I'm just going to wire nut it, and then it'll be done. Like that. Take your wire nut, put it on there. And there we go. And that's it. Now, for your bulb, this particular bulb, let me show you how this is. Okay, now there's obviously all kinds of documentation in this thing. It's A or B type. It really just depends on how you're wiring it. The thing is, if you're going to do it the way we're doing it, you can see we got two ends here. They both look relatively the same, but on this side you have a switch. And what that switch does is it actually changes the color. You can have bright white, more of a sunlight white, or a warm white in there. And depending on the game, you might want to change it and literally just flick the switch and it changes the color of the LED bulb. Now this side right here, this switch side, is the non-power side. You need to hook up the power side to that side on this particular bulb, the one that does not have the switch. So since I hooked up the power on the left here, I'm literally going to put it in here and just plug it in and turn it on. So let's do that. Okay, so the bulb goes in like any other. There's a sticker on this side, and then there's no sticker on the other side. I put it on the sticker side, and I'll show you why. Well, first, the switch is over here. So let's turn this on. And that is the bright white setting. Now, I realize that you see this dark spot across the center. When you put the translate on, you do not see that. And if you actually flip it over, it might be a little bit bright down the middle. But if you don't like that color, you can change it to the medium color, or you can go full warm white. I'm not sure how well that shows up on the video, but let's go ahead and stick the translate in there, and I'll show you what I mean as far as how even the color looks. So right now that's like the cool white setting, and then you could put it in there like that, and it looks nice. Or we could just do let's just go full warm white, and then you can see how that changes the color. But it gives you some flexibility, it gives you some options, and it is actually really easy to change that out. And now you're never going to have to deal with a starter going bad, the ballast going bad, or your bulb starting to flicker as it's going out, because these LED bulbs just last a really long time. I'm Eric with District 82 Pinball in De Pere, Wisconsin.